Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. So we have started our unit 5, and in that we did our section A, that is a poem, Cloud Pictures. In the previous video we have I've explained the whole poem to you. I hope the poem is clear to you and you have written the paraphrases. So now today we will discuss the summary of the poem quickly. Now, the poem Cloud Pictures is a nature poem in which the girl has a very vivid imagination and imagines so many pictures among the clouds. She sees a fleet of boat moving in the ocean. Then she sees a grey colored bird wishing to make its nest in the clouds on the rugged top of the mountain. Further, she imagines that beyond the sun there is a fairyland on the ruby island in the golden lake, and that fairyland, that land is full of crimson light. It's throwing out crimson light. In another cloud, she feels as if two armies are fighting when there is thundering and lightning in the sky. In the end, she says that these cloud pictures keep changing and keep moving with the blowing wind, but they remain always fresh, new, and beautiful, as whenever you see, you can find a new image in them. Now, let's come to the critical appreciation of the poem. We critically analyze the poem from all angles. Like Cloud Pictures is a beautiful poem where the poet has described the picture seen in the clouds. It highlights the imagination of the girl who is lying on the grass and looking at the sky and watching the clouds move by and sees many pictures among them. Now, the poem has 5 stanzas of 4 lines each. Rhyming scheme of the poem is AABB. That means the first and the second line rhyme with each other, and the third and the fourth line rhyme with each other. The poem is full of imagery where the girl imagines many shapes in the clouds. Now, certain poetic devices are used, as you know, in every poem we do this, to enhance the beauty and aesthetic quality of the poem. Now here some of the figure of speech that I used are alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the same letter or the sound at close interval, like as mighty armies march to war. Among the grass I love to lie. Now, in the first line you see M is repeated. And in the middle also M is there. Armies, march, armies, mighty. And among the grass, I love to lie, love, lie. So these are the examples of alliteration. There are many other examples also. You can find them. You can write them also. Metaphor. It is the indirect comparison of two things. Like sometimes across the blue there floats. Like here, blue is both ocean and the sky, and boats float in the ocean, but here she is imagining that boats are floating in the sky. So here the ocean, the sky is compared to the ocean, so it is a metaphor. Imagery. It is the pictorial quality present in the poem. For many pictures there I see, so clear although so far from me. Now, the girl lying on the grass sees many pictures in the clouds. She knows that they are very far away from her, but they are very, very clear. She can see them very, very clearly. That means she can imagine them. Her imagination is so clear and so vivid that in her imagination, she can see so many clear pictures. Now, let's come down to the textual exercises. First of all, we know that you have to write these word meanings in your notebooks, right? Now come to the section A, that is part A. Answer these questions with reference to context. For many pictures there I see, so clear although so far from me. Where does the poet see many pictures? Now the answer to the question is the poet sees many pictures in the clouds. What are these pictures formed of? These pictures are formed of fleecy clouds. Fleecy means soft. Describe any two pictures the poet sees. The poet sees many pictures. The two examples are stately fleet of wild-sailed boats and grey-colored winged bird in the clouds. So these two examples, very clear examples you can give. Now come to the B part. Answer these questions. Why does the poet love to lie among the grass? The poet loves to lie among the grass and watch the pictures formed in the clouds. What are the stately white-sailed boats? The stately white-sailed boats are slow and elegant boats that are formed in the clouds. What does the poet see? Where does the poet see the grey winged cloud birds? The poet sees the grey winged cloud bird on the rigid crest of the shining mountains. How is the sky at sunset described in the third stanza? The poet describes the sky at sunset very beautifully. He says that there must be a fairyland beyond those clouds. And the fairyland is situated in a ruby island that is in the midst of the golden lake, and it is lit with the dark red light. What does the poet imagine the lightning flash is? The poet imagines the spears of mighty armies coming to war and meeting in a thunder clash as lightning flash in the sky. The poet imagines the spears of the mighty armies coming to war and meeting in a thunder clash as lightning flash in the sky. Why does the poet call the wind careless? The poet calls the wind careless because it keeps moving the clouds with itself. Because the poet calls the wind careless because it keeps blowing away the clouds with itself. Now come to discuss and write. Do you think the poet likes to observe things? Give reasons for your answer. Yes, the poet likes to observe things. We come to know of this from the fact that girl likes to watch the sunset, the sky, the lightning, and the nature in general. Next question. The poet has a very active imagination. Give reasons for this statement. Poet's vivid imagination can be witnessed through the description of cloud pictures and nature given in the poem. So the way she has described those cloud pictures and other things, other natural things, it clearly tells, it clearly shows that that poet has a very vivid, very active imagination. So that's all in this poem, students. I hope you have understood the poem. I hope you will be able to write your answers well. So do your homework and send me your PDFs. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.